I saw the motorcade pull up, but I never saw him go this way.
Is there a direct route from that place to that place underground?
Usually, Rubio just went upstairs. He claims Rubio just walked up the stairs.
So you saw well.
You need to know the principles.
I know the principles, but I mean...
Rubio does walk up. Probably about Vance walked up the steps.
Thank you. And sorry for... This is my first time. I'm from Danish media. Everything is...
Oh, no, don't apologize. I've been doing this for about 38 years, but I'm usually the last at least.
But you say you've spotted Rubio.
He claims it was Rubio. How do you know?
He knows his
He's
principles.
CBS.
Let me see how much catch I have. And when you... I can play it back. Look, nu ska jag lika på det. Jag kan få det.
A lot of seats. In the White House? Yes. They live in DC, but the first one. It's not very often the Danish Foreign Minister and Greenlandic Foreign Minister, the Vice President of the United States. It's a big deal for us. Let's be honest. Later on? Oh, yeah. We're all Danish.
Oh,
so
you guys
we
get
get to go. So for us, we don't have to get accreditation. All the embassy, the press people will be happy to speak to us. It is. There is only that space. Yeah. So be there. No. It's the Danish embassy. We're very modest people.
You gotta get a new camera.
We'll see. We'll see. Yes. I think we might actually get a bit more knowledge because they're having more lands by themselves and sometimes they actually help out. So far they didn't realize how much work was done. It feels like from the buses there's going to be too much. It's positive. I'm looking at it in a positive way.
The right way.
Yeah, well, I've been in this for too long. Well, if we didn't in a second, right? Right, and so was I, right? That since 2019 for China, and 3 years ago.
Okay. You think
China
Vance isn't going to be?
China's
Just going to wait for Rubio to...
It's mostly because of what's happening. The time zone is so good. So we used to have 4 o'clock, they wake up, they do. So you know what you want to do. They might change their minds, but your deadline is still 12 hours away. So well, here it's the opposite. Yeah, and they've already decided before you wake up, and then you don't have any time to do it. So, yeah, it's more excellent. All the cultures. And then second, it's in Europe, because Brussels for me was totally. Yes. So that was fun. How long were you in Brussels? More or less, yes, I think that was my last half year there. Was it Victor from TV? Yes. Is he still working? Okay. I still have him on Facebook, but I haven't seen him for a long time. It must be something like that. Yeah. Absolutely. Yes.
So you got a big neck.
At the press office. He was there when I left. He might have retired by now. So no working for the council. They will come. Yes. Yes.
Maybe I should go back to Spain.
Okay, right. That's basically
Yeah.
No, I don't know if I do that number on it to Brussels.
If not, you have to practice.
I have never worked in Sweden. Because I'm Dutch. So I'm Swedish. I'm the longest one working at before in Vance. But I'm not Swedish and I've never worked in Sweden. I grew up in Belgium. My father's an important Danish. I really know. I don't feel like well, too fluent was my where I went to school. But I really I still know a lot of people who are still next to my house there. So yeah, probably that would be it. But I don't feel it's basically if they would offer me to go back, I would probably go back but I actually did not want to leave China. So that was actually but it's difficult to go back as well. Schools also 18 it's like so yeah. There's no well, Chinese schools you're not allowed to go into anymore. So there's the French which they went to, which is okay, but that's still 18,000 euros. So that's still a lot. And then they have to learn back French. They've already swapped in so many languages, those kids. So they're going to hate me if I change them back to French.
Why not? Maybe they will take you in the future.
Yeah.
They will say,
No, they started in Dutch, then they went to Mandarin, English, then French, then they went to Thai, then there was Thai, French, then they went back to Belgium in Dutch, and now they're here in English. So they learn. We normally speak Dutch, but when they play parties, then it's English. But most of the team it's still Dutch, and we all speak Dutch. But I mean, the oldest one is 10 now. She was 3 years ago. She was fluent in Mandarin, English, There's no Mandarin and no French yet. Yes and no, because I can hear, like, over the weekend we met someone who was speaking Mandarin and they started speaking a bit, and then you could see the phrases came back. No, the phrases came back and they could answer some things and they could understand more than I thought. Even the small one who I thought didn't have any. And the sounds of it. Or it's white smoke. Would you want to go back to Brussels or Yeah. I like it much better than Brussels. The life, yeah. It's got something special. Yeah. Which is, yeah.
Spending an hour in the metro.
Yeah, yes. Well, we mostly always take the attention. It was quite central always, where you could do most things back then. But it's strange, I mean, I used to travel all countries at least once a year, twice a year, and little things like that. I haven't been to anywhere in 6, 7 years. So things must have changed quite a lot in the 6, 7 years. No, it's the same with Brussels for me. It's changed quite a lot. I mean, the only place I end up going now is Brussels and Stockholm. All the rest I haven't seen before. A lot. No, for work a lot. Privately we've done very little. I mean, with my family we usually go around to El Salvador, Puerto Rico, to Panama. South, yeah. I would prefer to go even all the way to South America, but it's always a 10 to 12 hour flight. Yeah. Leaving at the same time, so maybe this summer I can stay here because both my parents passed away, so I have less of a reason to go back. Before they were very old, yeah. And since my wife can go alone to Europe for a few weeks and then we can travel or South America or USA, because I haven't seen much of the USA. And I really like the West Coast. Lots of my friends I was an exchange student in Florida, so and lots of my friends live in California, so they really want to go. So I've been, I think I've done all but 5 states in the last 2 years. So it's so But again, it's fast. Yeah. But it's fast enough. We used to do a lot of pictures. I don't know it's so she could get it. But you do like pictures, one of the best tours we did
Focus on this. The ice guy told me.
It's not far from New Orleans, it's near and they're all very much cultural. So now they can sell their food at $6. I mean, that was like 60. But they're very outspoken.
But I have no clue.
They like the measures, they like the tariffs, and it's very expressive. So it's a kind of, and it's like, it's close to New Orleans. I mean, it's quite close to the road, right? So it's like, there's a few places.
Oh, you didn't know.
We
Don't
were there
see
just
color.
the summer, or some July. And we were there, arrived at 7 o'clock in the evening. We had a good store built by 8:30, and then that was just by going by chance into the market. And then the next day we went to do our didn't use anything for the first night.
There's another one, right?
Story which was so great.
Not this
I don't know, did you see the Netflix series? What of this?
Yeah, so is Canada and the States.
Like,
Still two different.
but it's the same kind of
The region of Europe.
but it's just interesting. They have their restaurants and they have the same with cabinets for the restaurants.
That's still in We're the ones who are he wants to take the difference. Not the other.
No, absolutely not. I think it's the force dump. That was nice.
Take it out of the trash. Let's take out the trash day.
Trying to get you out of the city.
20 centimeters. I had a 4-year stint in London, a 2-year stint in Brussels, now in DC. And we're going back this year. Oh, for me? A couple of days.
worry about your life.
Yeah.
Marked off your spot.
decision, or did you get it from Chief Counsel?
Ja hoor, jij?
Wat gezien?
Rubio's.
Truffersmaak?
Net mooi plek zo. Dat was zo'n tijd zeker.
Nou, wel stond
We waren op tv. Ik heb een shoot net gestuurd. Kennelijk sinds zijn we ergens in een live vanuit hier zijn. Danish. Sorry.
Mitski, I have a question for you, but I can answer it myself. Do you know why they have barcodes on ships in the Danish Navy? So when the ships come into port, they can Scandinavian.
Why did you tell them that? Are you inside or outside? You're supposed to be signed up for their ancestors.
God aften her i Forsvarsministeriet, hvor jeg er sammen med forsvarschefen. Det er jo sådan, at de sikkerhedspolitiske spændinger har spredt sig til Arktis. Det betyder, at vi har brug for en øget tilstedeværelse i og omkring Grønland. Derfor er vi også i tæt dialog med den grønlandske regering blevet enige om at øge vores militære tilstedeværelse og også vores øvelsesaktivitet i Arktis og Nordatlanten i tæt samarbejde med NATO-allierede. Det er ikke nyt. Det gjorde vi også i sommeren og efteråret 2025, hvor jeg også selv havde lejlighed til at overvære nogle af øvelserne sammen med blandt andet mine nordiske kolleger. Og det er nu det, som vi også fortsætter her i 2026. For det er en klar prioritet for regeringen og hele kongeriget, at vi både styrker vores egen og også NATO's tilstedeværelse i Arktis og Nordatlanten. På den måde styrker vi vores fælles sikkerhed i Arktis, som er til gavn for hele alliancen. Det er med andre ord et nødvendigt forsvar i en sikkerhedspolitisk tid, hvor ingen kan forudse, hvad der sker i morgen. Og så vil jeg også gerne sige her, at jeg selvfølgelig havde håbet at kunne stå her med mine grønlandske kollegaer, minister for udenrigsanliggender og forskning, Vivian Motzfeldt, men som I alle sammen ved, så er hun jo i USA, hvor hun jo sammen med udenrigsministeren deltager i et møde i øjeblikket i Det Hvide Hus. Den øgede tilstedeværelse og øvelsesaktivitet har vi sat i gang i dag. Det vil forsvarschefen uddybe om lidt. Forsvaret indsætter i de kommende dage og uger kapaciteter og enheder i forbindelse med forskellige øvelsesaktiviteter og planlægningen af samme. Det betyder, at der fra i dag og i den kommende tid vil være en øget militær tilstedeværelse i omkring Grønland af fly, skibe og soldater. Herunder altså også fra andre NATO-allierede. For sikkerheden i Arktis er afgørende betydning for både kongeriget, men også for hele NATO. Derfor er det vigtigt, at vi i tæt samarbejde med vores allierede handler, så vi i fællesskab styrker forsvaret af Arktis og Nordatlanten yderligere til gavn for hele alliancens sikkerhed. Og vi har jo allerede handlet. I tæt samarbejde med både Grønland og Færøerne har vi jo i 2025 indgået 2 store delaftaler omkring Arktis. Derudover investerer vi også i en lang række kapaciteter og initiativer, som har relevans for netop forsvarets opgaveløsning i Arktis. Det betyder, at vi i alt har investeret omkring 88 milliarder kroner i kapaciteter og initiativer, der kan styrke forsvaret og sikkerheden i Arktis. Kongeriget har altså vist, og viser også fortsat, at vi påtager os ansvaret for vores fælles sikkerhed i NATO, og dermed også bidrager til vores allieredes sikkerhed, herunder også USA. I dag styrker vi sikkerheden yderligere, og vi fastholder også et tæt samarbejde med vores allierede. For i fællesskab står vi stærkere, og nu vil jeg så give ordet til forsvarschefen.
Forsvarets opgave det er at forsvare kongeriget Danmark, Grønland, Færøerne og Danmark i ramme af nationalt forsvar og kollektivt forsvar, altså i ramme af NATO. Det gør vi hver eneste dag, året rundt, og vi løser opgaverne sammen med allierede i NATO. Forsvaret gennemførte med allierede en lang række aktiviteter i omkring Grønland i 2025, og den øgede tilstedeværelse i Grønland den videreføres i 2026 i ramme af øvelse Arctic Endurance. Den styrkede indsats den bygger altså videre på tiltag, som vi allerede iværksatte sidste år sammen med allierede. Det betyder, at der den kommende tid vil være en forøget dansk militær tilstedeværelse i omkring Grønland af såvel fly, skibe og soldater på jorden, samt også fra flere NATO-allierede. Det er selvfølgelig høj prioritet for forsvaret at løbende at træne indsættelsen af kapaciteter i Grønland og i det arktiske. Øvelsesaktiviteterne de vil omfatte en lang række militære discipliner og evnen til at operere i Grønland, som er et særligt sted på jorden at operere militært. Til lands, til vands og i luften. Og formålet med de yderligere indsættelser og aktiviteter, der nu skal finde sted, det er selvfølgelig at styrke forsvarets operative beredskab og samarbejdet med allierede. Tak for det.
Ja, så tager vi TV2.
Ja, først og fremmest, altså, nu siger jeg, at I øger indsatsen deroppe. Hvad er det konkret, der gør anderledes end i sommer? Hvem er det, der kommer, og hvor mange flere kommer der? I Grønland.
Vi har jo, som forsvarschefen redegør for, allerede taget en lang række initiativer med fælles øvelsesaktivitet i 2025, og vi har også løbende haft en dialog med den grønlandske regering om, hvordan planerne skulle være her for 2026. Nu har vi så igennem længere tid planlagt en fremrykning af de her aktiviteter, og det er jo aktiviteter, der gør, at vi kan være mere militært til stede i en længere periode. Sidste år var der jo 2 store øvelser, der fandt sted, og så var der nogle mindre øvelser, men nu kommer vi altså til at have en mere permanent tilstedeværelse, og det gør vi, fordi at vi synes, det er af afgørende betydning at være i Grønland, og dermed også have nogle bedre forudsætninger, end vi har haft før.
Kommer konkret til at være danske soldater deroppe? Altså, situationen har jo ændret sig noget siden i sommer, ikke? Vi hører en amerikansk præsident, vi hører også en amerikansk vicepræsident, der siger, at man kan ikke udelukke at sætte militær ind på Grønland. Kommer der til at være danske soldater, der holder vagt i Grønland? Og hvad gør vi, hvis amerikanerne kommer med det, som man jo må tage for gode varer, når amerikansk præsident udtrykker sig, som den gør?
Altså først og fremmest er det vigtigt at understrege, at der jo allerede i dag er en militær tilstedeværelse i Grønland, både i forhold til vores skibe, men jo også i forhold til de militære personer, som er udsendt til Grønland. Men nu kommer vi til at have et større militært aftryk, og det gør vi, fordi vi vurderer, at det er det rigtige at gøre. Også i forhold til, at der er brug for at have en større grad af tilstedeværelse sammen med andre NATO-allierede. Det er jo også noget af det, som vi har diskuteret løbende i NATO gennem de seneste 2 år, hvor jeg jo selv kraftigt har argumenteret for, at NATO bliver nødt til at interessere sig noget mere for sikkerheden i den del af NATO-rammen, som Nordatlanten og Arktis befinder sig i.
Og sidste spørgsmål skal jeg nok give videre. Altså, der er flere lande, der har været til kendegivet, at de bakker Danmark op, og også gerne vil sende soldater og militær til Grønland. Kan du sige noget om der er kommet nye lande til i forhold til den liste, som vi havde i sommer, med hvem der deltager? Kan I løfte sløret for det?
Vi har den holdning, at det er landene selv, der må offentliggøre deres deltagelse. Inden jeg kom herned, kunne jeg se, at den svenske regering jo har offentligt tilkendegivet, at de er nu en del af den øvelsesaktivitet, der finder sted. Der vil også være andre NATO-allierede, der i aften kommer til at lande med det fly, som er fløjet afsted fra Danmark, hvor der så også er dansk militært personel ombord.
Den amerikanske præsident har igen tilkendegivet, at han ønsker kontrol med Grønland. Hvad er egentlig den stående ordre til de danske soldater, som vi så må forstå, der bliver flere af nu? Hvis amerikanerne pludselig går i land i Grønland, kan danske soldater bruges til væbnet kamp mod amerikanske soldater, hvis de angriber?
Jeg synes, det er et stærkt hypotetisk spørgsmål. Det er sådan, at jeg anser det for usandsynligt, at et NATO-land skulle angribe et andet NATO-land. Det er i rammen af NATO, at vi laver de her aktiviteter, og det er så også Danmark som værtsland, der har taget de her initiativer, og derfor kan jeg heller ikke forestille mig, og vil heller ikke spekulere i, om et NATO-land skulle angribe et andet.
Men det er jo ikke mere hypotetisk, end at verden har forandret sig radikalt. Du havde vel ikke engang forestillet dig, at vi stod og skulle diskutere de ting, vi gør på den baggrund, vi gør nu. Så hvad er egentlig den stående ordre til de danske soldater?
Jamen, den er den ordre, som altid har været gældende i nyere tid, som forsvarschefen kan uddybe. Det er jo, at hvis man bliver angrebet, så skal man forsvare kongeriget. Men når det så er sagt, så anser det for at være fuldstændig hypotetisk, at man fra den amerikanske regerings side skulle indlede et angreb mod Grønland. Vil du uddybe forsvarschefen?
Ja, nu tager vi jo det op for at lede og deltage selv også på det, vi kalder øvelse Arctic Endurance, så det er altså et øvelsesetup, hvor vi skal træne også sammen med allierede hen over en længere periode, hvor, som ministeren redegjorde for sidste år, vi var der intensivt i kortere perioder, så er målet med Arctic Endurance i virkeligheden at være til stede løbende, og så i virkeligheden folde aktiviteter ud hen over året. Og
så et spørgsmål mere til dig, Troels Lund. Den amerikanske præsident ønsker kontrol med Grønland, og han har skrevet, at han ønsker NATO's hjælp til at komme derhen. Hvad svarer du på det?
Jeg kan ikke lov at følge med i alt, hvad der måtte blive skrevet, men den danske position er jo klar. Det er jo også det, som udenrigsministeren og Vivian Motzfeldt jo har mulighed for at tale den amerikanske regering om i de her minutter, det er jo, at vi har et kongerige, og det står vi vagt om, og det er den danske position. Og det er nu engang også sådan, at NATO's ramme, det er jo at vise solidaritet, og dermed også være en forsvarspolitisk ramme for at sikre, at vi har den bedst mulige sikkerhed, og det er jo det, der er mit svar til den amerikanske regering.
Du siger jo selv, at der ikke er meget nyt i det, I står og siger nu. Altså, hvorfor er det, I både indkalder til det her, og nu kommer med den her pressemeddelelse? Altså, er det for, at kollegaerne kan sidde i USA nu til det her møde og sige, prøv at se, vi gør noget, eller er der noget reelt nyt i det her?
Jeg synes, der er meget nyt i det, vi siger, forstået på den måde, at den anden dag, da udenrigsministeren og selv gav nogle korte bemærkninger, der havde I ikke mulighed for at stille spørgsmål. Det har I mulighed for nu, og så er det selvfølgelig også det nye, at der nu er flere af vores NATO-partnere, allierede, som kommer til at være i Grønland, enten fra i aften eller i løbet af de kommende dage. Det vil vi gerne kommunikere. Vi kan jo se, at der jo også har været mange skriverier og spekulationer i offentligheden inden for de sidste timer om, hvad det er, der kommer til at ske. Og derfor synes jeg, det er mest rigtigt at sætte nogle ord på det, som vi gør her.
Er det en oprustning for eller imod USA?
Det her, det er et udtryk for en øget militær tilstedeværelse, og det er fuldt fornuftigt. Det er noget, som vi har aftalt med den grønlandske regering, og jo også har lavet aftaler om. Jeg mener om, at vi lavede en delaftale tilbage i oktober måned, hvor vi jo blandt andet har aftalt, at vi vil have en større militær tilstedeværelse i Arktis. Så det er jo det, vi så folder ud nu. Og derudover, så er det så også for at få flere NATO-lande til at engagere sig i det, som vi synes er vigtigt, nemlig øvelses- og træningsaktiviteter i Arktis. Og så er det Semitja.
Ja, tak skal du have. I forhold til kapaciteter og tropper, kan I sige noget om, hvor mange der er tale om, og måske også noget om, hvor at de her tropper og kapaciteter bliver sendt hen i Grønland?
Skal jeg svare på det? Det vil fluktuere, hvor mange der er, herunder også, hvor vi er henne på året, og hvilke aktiviteter der er i gang selvfølgelig, og det samme ved, hvor vi opererer henne. Så der vil være ting, vi gennemfører, altså aktiviteter, vi gennemfører, som ingen eller få vil opdage, for det foregår ude på vandet eller op i luften. Og så er der andre ting, som vil have en stor synlighed, fordi det foregår på landjorden, og måske endda i hovedstaden i Grønland.
Truslerne handler det her om at vise amerikanerne, at vi er i stand til at beskytte Grønland mod eksempelvis Rusland og Kina, eller handler det om at beskytte Grønland mod USA?
Det, som vi offentliggør nu, og som jeg også knyttede nogle bemærkninger til efter mødet i Udenrigspolitisk Nævn, det er jo at folde den Arktis-aftale ud, som vi lavede tilbage i efteråret. Og det er jo fordi, at vi vurderer, at der er brug for en øget militær tilstedeværelse i Grønland. Og vi vurderer også, og det får jeg også lejlighed til at tale med Mark Rutte om, NATO's generalsekretær på mandag sammen med Vivian Motzfeldt, at der er også behov for, at NATO i højere grad engagerer sig i spørgsmål omkring Arktis.
Hvorfor er det ikke NATO? Du siger, det er NATO allieret, det er enkelte lande. Hvorfor er det ikke NATO samlet, der øger sin tilstedeværelse?
Det er også sådan, at forsvarschefen kommer til senere på ugen at drøfte det her i kredsen af NATO-lande, og derfor er det også min forventning, at der er endnu flere NATO-lande, der bliver en del af de her øvelsesaktiviteter. Vi har bare synes, at det var fornuftigt nu at tage hul på planlægningsopgaverne for at så kunne øge den militære tilstedeværelse. En ting er, at vi kan gøre det fra dansk side, men der er jo også brug for, at de andre lande kan indgå i den planlægning, der skal være i resten af 2026. Tak for i dag. Tak for i dag.
too, man. right time. Spring will then be
I just booked it last night, SAS.
fantastic.
So there.
Nej, jeg skal ind med det samme.
Kan jeg komme med ind også? I den her opad? Jeg tillader mig at komme med ind.
Velkommen til.
Recommend is when they make the robotic version of us.
Yeah.
They just make sure you load all the languages. That way the robot will get in.
Sorry.
Sorry. You're only afraid.
Sorry?
Hi.
Hi, Ben. I just put mine in.
We're all of us.
Just me, because Amr did just his, so just put yours in.
Okay, now what about the photographers? Wayne gonna do him?
Oh, I think that's... Watch out for this camera.
What's his name? John? Hey.
No.
Og tak fordi I er kommet. Og tak fordi I er kommet. Jo.
Yeah, we're done.
Are you going to be right there?
Yeah, because the press conference, I think he will be kind of here or there. It's not at this view. He will be like, what I understand, it's here.
If you're there, I'll just cut.
Thank you.
No worries. That works for me.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll come by you.
You're welcome.
Ben, did you hear about it being moved outside?
No, but I'm still dealing with that. Is that John up there as far as you know?
I believe so, yes.
Hey, how are you?
Yeah, that's what we. Hey, sorry about that. My when I call, but I missed what you said. Oh, it's at 2 now. Yeah, we're already there. Okay, and our okay, and it's still outside, correct? Okay. Okay, that sounds good. I will just set up our shot anyway, and then I'll send it over the next time. It's at 2 now. It just changed the time, so we're a little early.
Okay. Outside, so that means everybody should have this.
Yeah, we should set up a mics.
Okay. Should they have somebody? Should they like the table?
I can ask. I can ask them.
Or each one hold his mic or what?
We should set up a little podium for the mic.
Yeah, should they have? They put podium because each one will put podium. It will be crazy. They have a 1 and A4 here.
We might have to be the ones to decide that.
Yeah, I got that.
Okay. Will you guys have a podium out here for questions or I just want to make it up. That's fine. And when can we expect to see that out? Oh, great. Okay. So you'll let us actually cut through the gates then at 1. That sounds great. Okay, awesome. This is my cell phone. Thank you. Okay, at 1 p.m. they're gonna let us through the gates, and they'll have a riser there and set up a not inside the building, outside, just past the gate. So in the parking lot, pass through the gate. Yes. Yes, so they'll have a riser space, like a small riser. Do you have a standing, like a mic that you can click on? You do.
Yes.
Okay. But they won't let us in beforehand. But we'll have an hour.
Yeah, we can go back on camera.
Okay. It seems like things are changing.
It's hot.
Yeah.
receive the confirmation.
Okay. Sorry. I was sitting on it. I forgot. Not a chair, but in fact, it's for you.
Of course I do. Yeah, you used to work for us.
I'm your predecessor.
Yeah, you just have longer hair.
Yeah. Yes. There you go. Did you look it up quickly or you text someone?
No, I'm talking to MCR.
For you.
I'm good. How are you?
Good. How are things? What's the latest?
Tons of work.
Huh?
Same. Nothing.
Just the team. I'm listening. Are you?
I am. Yes and no.
Hi, I'm here. I don't know what happened there, but I just dropped.
I mean, when they have, when they leave.
Okay.
How's
No, but it's not leaving.
That's just the general work culture of the speech.
Yeah.
Hello.
There's
we got to park outside, man. Do you want me to start up on Lucy?
Yeah, Natalie, you're there.
Okay. All right, fine. I don't have a job for this.
Oh, yeah.
Have you moved back?
We have moved back, yes. The new office is ready.
Yeah, I'll try to sneak back in because Salima wasn't there.
Yeah. Yeah. Salima should be around.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, she's around. Enjoy. See you inside.
Well, if they have, we don't know about it because this meeting was closed to the media. I think that's in part because Donald Trump wasn't there, as far as we know, unless he dropped into this meeting, but it wasn't planned to be part of it. The request from Dane, we understand, was going to be
Yes, it is.
Did you give her the PDF?
俺あるよ。いや、わかんない。何がいいですか。俺はもう常にバッグに入ってるし。
伝説のバッグ。
いや。
あれしろ、置き忘れ。
それこれな。それこれ。
大使館からペーパースケットも
ありえる。
ありえるね。俺はありえると思う。
まあ、登録でそれを打ち込むんだったら証明でいいかもしれない。
いや、大使館でしょ。とりあえず登録するわ。
そう。
全然その辺にしてたいでしょ。こんなさなきゃ持続する。いや、すごいね、それでしっかりとボッキリと男だ。そこ行ってきますね、ちょっと。
Rubio sector straight is tending to be. I have no idea. I could hear you. Yeah, I thought that too. So, is it audible? Okay, thanks a lot. Cheers. Thanks. How many lines were you listening to it?
I listened to the end. The quality wasn't great.
I wonder if it's the...
Yeah, the quality wasn't great, but I didn't. Yeah, but I didn't hear it like at least when the part I listened to it for the last time, so it didn't actively.
They didn't jump. Yeah.
Maybe you shouldn't.
Hi, Sean. How are you?
Good.
Everything okay?
Yeah. Just before the White House meeting, President Trump hosted just before the White House.
Let's see. Yeah. It was the same for me. I was like, I was in the office and the boss told me, there's going to be a press conference at 1. Yeah. I didn't take my jacket out of anything. Oh, cheers, Lars.
Just before the White House meeting, President Trump posted that the United States and India agreement on national security, adding that the nation would not be in effect without anything less was unacceptable. At the same time, the foreign ministers of Denmark and Greenland picture outside the elections in Washington standing together. Both countries should reiterate the position that Greenland is not a state, and Greenland's representative
Is there been a readout of the meeting yet? Not yet.
なかなか厳しいね。そう一筋縄ではいかないですよ。クリックヒアってあったじゃないですか。エンターコードある。でそのエンターコードをまず向こうに申請しながら。どうしようかな。まず
Hey Mike, can I put my laptop in your car? Or are you way down there?
I'm sorry.
No. I was kind of figured blue this is yours, but now I realize that's mine.
It's not. It's all the way down the other side.
Okay.
I would say,
Yeah, she's
walking.
well, it's you.
Yeah,
Maybe that's
this. John's up there. I'm just going to grab this stuff. Do you need to charge this thing?
No, just a lazy guy.
Yeah,
さあ問題は全値が 28% しかない。
Where are you at? Washington. For the
No.
No problem.
Go at it in.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, nothing. Well, allegedly. They already did.
You're all set.
Yeah.
I totally missed them.
But I was in third.
Yeah, they were like, they went through the side, like, we like barely saw them between the gate and the trees. Like, super.
But I met him.
We'll get them here.
I was with the Philadelphia Pirates. Yeah. He's a nice guy.
My best friends is there, so it's 2 hours.
What neighborhood? I don't expect you to know, yeah.
It'll come to me in the press conference. That's what'll happen.
What's your friend do there?
She's a teacher. She's a first-year teacher.
Oh, where at?
The school system.
Frontline. Good for her, man.
Yeah.
That's cool.
She loves it.
Yeah, man. I was there. It was a culture shock for me from there.
I would imagine.
Yeah, growing up in Ohio is a real culture shock. Because it's so Western. Philly is just like, fuck you, get out of the way.
Yeah, exactly. Or East Coast.
I can step out.
Ja, hej! Där fick jag. Härligt.
I mean, I wouldn't turn it down necessarily.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mike. What neighbor? I'm sure I've asked you before. What neighborhood do you live in? What's that neighborhood called? Oh. I'm in Boston. Oh, that's perfect. That's totally perfect. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. And uphill makes you feel. Yeah. I'm near the Rosslyn stop in Raleigh. So, the plan was to cover the Pentagon here.
Ja, vi vet inte lite som
You like acting? Didn't say anything, right? What kind of acting do you like?
Men det vi vet så langt at det møtet varte i om lag 50 minutter. Det jo ganske kort, vil jeg si, men samtidig nok til at og så vet vi også at Danmarks
What theater were you raised?
Super nice. It's like,
Yeah, I would just Oh, you did? Doing theater stuff? Did you like Tom Stoppard? I just read his obituary, that's why
So
yeah, I think that's the one I read. He looked really cool, too. I saw the photos of him from 1967. He just looked like this.
he's not going to want you. You're gonna have to get behind me.
You're okay. You didn't know. But I remember seeing Rosencrantz. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry. Let me.
Yeah. Yep, I played Guildenstern.
Hei. Ja, hei. Ja. Ja. Ja, gjerne. Ja. Hva er en forslag til overgang eller intro der da? Nei. Ja, da må jeg bare si at det er jo, kan jeg si at det er jo bare en ny måling at det er bare 6% av grønlenderne som vil være en del av USA. Kan jeg kanskje si. Og så... Ja, nei, men jeg skal finne på noe. Takk Kjersti. Hei. Hei, nå har jeg koblet opp en live-view igjen. Ja, det er mikrofonen her da. Skal vi se. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Jeg hører ikke noe på øret, men det er vel naturlig. Bare få riktig retur. Ja, ok. Strålende, takk. Hei. Hei, hei, jeg hører. Kan du se noe bak her? Ja, Altså, det skiltet der tydelig? Om Danmark, eller skal jeg flytte på meg? Nei, ok. Ja, jeg skjønner. Ja da, det er ganske kaldt. Sånn guppent. Ja. Det begynner å bli vant. Ja, så fint, så fint. Jeg trenger ikke å panne mer den ene veien, eller den andre veien. Nei. Ja. Ja. Ja, men det er fint. Takk skal du ha.
Jeg tænkte, du fik nok... Men det er lidt bekymret, det. Hvad sker der? Kommer du? Kommer du? Ja, jeg tror,
Busy.
Good, good. How about you? Yeah, busy, but no, that's just good. Thanks for coming out.
godt ret til mig. Jeg tester lige noget lyd af, så der er masser. Men du kan godt ret til Lars Jamelle, hvis du vil have bare ventefint. Ja, kan du høre mig her? Ja. Jeg tester noget af nu her. Nu står jeg og snakker. Jeg kan høre mig selv. Jeg har nogle højtalere et sted her bagved. Du skal prøve at sætte den i... Jo, men det kan du bare sætte over til... Er der noget? Er der summen eller noget? Sådan en udslag, det er lidt ved noget. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Du har ikke noget? Nej. Der skal meget gerne være udslag. Du er ikke skruet ned på siden eller noget, vel? Jo.
En, slå den ud. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Kan I høre? Anybody copy?
Yeah.
Er det okay? En ting mere. Var det bedre?
Vi prioriterer at være 2 kameraer på
ja.
Ja.
Mic check, mic check. Good. Mic check, mic check, mic check.
Og så kommer nogle modspørgsmål, som bliver trukket for Lars. Ja.
engelske pressemøde, hvem laver det? Det er dig og Christian.
Christian?
Christian laver det, tror jeg. Ja. Og så laver du billedet ved siden af. Ja. Så du dækkede egentlig bare for ham der?
Jeg har bare sådan spærret pladsen.
Ja. Yeah, we'll come back and use. We'll come back and use this. Yeah.
All right. So. Should be soon. Should be soon. Probably.
Beautiful inside. I remember going to when I was freelancing, like a party. I learned really cool inside there. It's not something you really want to see.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Tjek op på CNN eller hvad?
So guys, I'm in the situation that I'm being told the Danish press needs to go back into the pool. And I promised them to do something separately. So I have the Danish press over here. We were planning to do something for the Danish press separately. I'm being told we need to put them back into the pool now. They've been here for hours. So can you guys make room so that we can fit in some Danish cameras here? They're right there. Oh, yeah, they're right there.
You can put the camera.
I know, yeah. This
exactly.
This is Danish camera, right?
That's
here,
Danish
sure.
camera.
Oh, it is. There you go.
Oh, there you go. That's great. 2 seconds. Okay. Okay. Yeah, det er okay. Det fjerner vi.
Nu kommer Thomas. Så vi Thomas her. Thomas her. Ja. Ja.
No worries, yeah. We do this all the time. I understand. You guys
Oh my God.
Yeah. There's a lot.
And you, no.
Yeah, right? Right.
Så kan vi gå live herfra inden så længe, eller hvad? Ja. Ja. I might be standing here doing the live like he does.
Before they come out.
Yeah.
Sophie. Normal, right? Over here, we're going in there. Wait, we're going back out here.
You're being squeezed by two excellent things. You're in perfect company.
Hi there.
Being asked to ask you, will this be in English?
Yes, absolutely. Can I fit in a Danish guy in between your two cameras? Would you be okay with that?
I'd have to move this way.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna push him in here. Jakob, promise me not to push the cameras.
I would never do that.
I can vouch for the guy. He's a perfectly fine guy.
Yeah.
Check, 1, 2.
I'm gonna take a knee once we get going here.
Let's see. Just the iPhone, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna be down. No, I wouldn't stand in front of you.
Og lige hvor vi lægger mikrofonen op på bordet,
Ja, det er godt.
Jeg synes, det er bedre. Det er bedre, som man skal.
Hi guys, thank you all for coming. I'm hoping to get started within the next 15 minutes. No promises, could be 25, but I'm hoping to get a green light within the next 25. I'm going to give you a 5-10 minutes warning for everybody to get ready, okay? And great to see
Vi
all
kan
of
sige
you.
lidt om, hvad der foregår her, hvis I gerne lige vil have noget.
Jeg har i hvert fald også lige på et, hvor jeg bruger lyden på det andet, det finder jeg selv ud af. Ja, det er ikke simpelthen til noget værre.
Det her det er frygteligt. Det er bare frygteligt. Kommer I til mig nu her indtil længe?
Like a month ago in 20 minutes, I just have to be home. I keep thinking it'll get better, but it's not going to get better. Yo, you comfortable? No. Just wondering. You don't look comfortable? I know this asphalt is very nice. It's
Nice and cold?
No,
Actually.
not cold.
Minutes, everyone.
How much?
5.
klar. Vi skal spille herovre. Det kommer til at ske meget snart. Og det bliver en rodet omgang. Motzfeldt og Lars Løkke Rasmussen komme herud, og de har valgt at lave en international straf, og så vil det være spørgsmål, jeg skal selvfølgelig også nogle spørgsmål på dansk, og så vil man starte på engelsk, og at bagefter kommer der et nationalt retskonference. Men vi står altså her med klar til at møde indtil videre har vi og vi har været herinde et stykke tid for at finde ud af, hvad er det for en ting, vi skal give os, altså hvad er kommunikationen herfra på denne her historiske krise, som der har været mellem 3 NATO. Jeg vil sige, at embedsfolkene er ved at gøre klar, det plejer jo, og er her allerede, det plejer jo at tænke på, at der går ikke så længe, og det vi skal høre, det er jo, de så ud som om at sige, at de første informationer, vi så, og det kan også godt være. Jeg vil sige, de er jo ikke blevet taget midt over, eller man har jo ikke siddet så længe, og der har haft et møde. Men spørgsmålet er jo, hvad dialogen kan blive i USA fremover. Der er nok de færreste, der tror. Nu tror jeg, der er ved at ske noget, vi vender mig lige om her for at se, at vi har måske ministrene kommende ude fra residensen, altså den afdeling, altså residensen af ambassaden, hvor familien kommer snart, kommer her. Og jeg synes, jeg kan se Lars Løkke Rasmussen inde bag glaspartiet der. Han gør klar til at komme ud. Jeg er helt sikker på, at han skal findes med Vivian Motzfeldt, fordi det er sådan set, at det også har været en kraftpræstation for at bevise, at det var, at rigsfællesskabet stod sammen, og der var flere nationer mulighed for os at tage Danmark og Grønland. Men jeg kan i hvert fald se, at
Men du er også god til at tale engelsk.
Eller er der fortsat vi har diskuteret meget det her med med, at Trump kommer til at sige, at vi ikke har lyst til at eje Grønland mere. film kan vi så se Lars Rasmussen, og jeg tror også, man kunne se, ja, man kan også se Vivian Motzfeldt, så nu var det ikke længe før de kommer, og de kommer gående her, nu kan vi se Lars Rasmussen ud af døren, sammen med Vivian Motzfeldt, side om side, i roligt tempo, ned mod os, og altså, det er både dansk presse, grønlandsk presse, og så er der international presse fra alle mulige lande. Altså, der, jeg kan ikke huske, hvornår der var så meget presse på omkring noget, hvor den danske ambassadør. Det er altså det, jeg ser nu. Der er sådan en ret stor Vivian Motzfeldt, som nu tror jeg,
Okay. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen from the press. Minister Vivian Motzfeldt and I met with Vice President Vance and Secretary Rubio today. We came here following a number of, how should I put it, remarkable public comments on Greenland and Arctic security. Our aim was to find a joint way forward to increase Arctic security. What can the Kingdom of Denmark do more? What can US do more? What can NATO do more? The Kingdom of Denmark has already stepped up our own contribution by committing additional funds for military capabilities, not dog slates, but ships, drones, fighter jets, etc., and we are definitely ready to do more. The US has already a wide military access to Greenland. Under the 1951 defense agreement, the US can always ask for increasing its presence in Greenland, and therefore we wish to hear if the US had any further requests to make in this aspect. We would examine any such request constructively. Greenland is, through the Kingdom of Denmark, a member of NATO and has been that since the very founding of NATO in 1949 and is therefore also covered by Article 5. We have been pushing for quite a while in NATO for a stronger collective role in Greenland together with a number of allies, and we are eager to work with the US on advancing this agenda, and we are prepared to go further. Therefore, our aim was to find a common understanding on all these points and to launch, if possible, further in-depth work to deliver on them. On this basis, we had what I will describe as a frank but also constructive discussion. The discussions focused on how to ensure the long-term security in Greenland. And here our perspectives continue to differ, I must say. The President has made his view clear, and we have a different position. We, the Kingdom of Denmark, continue to believe that also the long-term security of Greenland can be ensured inside the current framework, the 1951 agreement on the defense of Greenland, as well as the NATO treaty. For us, ideas that would not respect territorial integrity of the Kingdom of Denmark and the right of self-determination of the Greenlandic people are, of course, totally unacceptable. And we therefore still have a fundamental disagreement, but we also agree to disagree. And therefore we will, however, continue to talk. We have decided to form a high-level working group to explore if we can find a common way forward. The group, in our view, should focus on how to address the American security concerns, while at the same time respecting the red lines of the Kingdom of Denmark. We expect that such a group will meet for a first time within a matter of weeks. And then I will pass the floor to my colleague from Greenland, Vivian Motzfeldt.
Thank you so much. Not repeating what already been said here, so I would like to say something in my own language, because there are many, many people in Greenland that follows, and for that I hope that you will allow me. So асасакка нунаққатикка налингилаартамас малиннаасуси уллоқ уатсиннут писсанганарсимавоқ оқаатигиларали уллумик атаатимиинеқ ингерллаллуарсимаммат аамалу иними атаатимииффигисатсинни атаққиқатигиинеқ ааллаавигалугу оқалеқатигиинери ингерланнеқарсимаммата массаккуллу сиуму саммисимик оқалеқатигиинерит ингерлаққиннissaanut аққутиник уярлеқатигииниссатсиннут исимақатигиисималлута. I think that our meeting today and our commitment to find the right path is something that gives us to be able to see forward. And by saying that, I also committed on what Foreign Minister Lars Løkke Rasmussen already said. So thank you for that.
Thank you. And then I think we take a few questions. Tom from BBC. Yes.
Thank you very much, Prime Minister. Just first of all, you talked about the working group. Can you just give us a sense of what this means now? So what has actually been agreed you're going to do next, despite this, as you described it, fundamental disagreement? And you mentioned the dog slaves. In terms of what you've announced in terms of beefing up security in the Arctic around Greenland, when you hear that kind of language from President Trump about amounting to no more than 2 dog slaves, how does that make you feel?
Well, that's actually quite a few questions at the same time. Well, I have known the president for quite a while, also in my former capacity as prime minister in Denmark, and I know his approach. But I must say, and even though he addressed things quite differently from what I would have done myself, there's also always a bit of truth in what he's saying, not about the dog slaves. Well, we also have dog slaves to our special forces. That's the way to, otherwise you couldn't come around in the northern part of Greenland. But I must say that, of course, we share to some extent his concerns. There is definitely a new security situation in the Arctic and the high north. All of us, transatlantic, took the peace dividend years ago. And we have the vision of keeping Arctic as a low-tension region. That's probably also why U.S. Themselves have decided to have a much softer footprint in Greenland. During the Cold War, at some stage, they had 17 different military installations and military bases. Now they only have 1. They had like 10,000 personnel in Greenland. Now they have around 200. That's not our decision. That's a U.S. decision. And now the situation is entirely different. And of course, we have to respond to this. The big difference is whether that must lead to a situation where U.S. acquire Greenland, and that is absolutely not necessary. I mean, we have the long-lasting diplomatic relation, the longest-lasting diplomatic relation with U.S. that any U.S. ally has, 225 years in a row. And we have a perfect framework which could be used. And therefore, to answer your question, even though we wasn't so successful that we reached, a conclusion where our American colleagues said, "Oh, sorry, it was a totally misunderstanding. We gave up on our ambitions." There's clearly a disagreement. We agreed that it makes sense to try to sit down on a high level to explore whether there is possibilities to accommodate the concerns of the president, while we at the same time respect the red lines of the Kingdom of Denmark. So this is the work we will start. Whether that is doable, I don't know. I hope, and I would like to express that it could take, down the temperature. We have now had like 13 months with this ongoing discussions in social media, and this is actually the very first time where we could sit down at a top political level to discuss it. And it was a great opportunity also for Vivian and I to go up against the narrative because it is not a true narrative that we have, Chinese warships all around the place. according to our intelligence, we haven't had a Chinese warship in Greenland for a decade or so. So from that perspective, it was a very constructive meeting. As I said, frank discussion among equal partners, and now at least we have to give it a try. Do you want to add anything?
No, I think it's very important to say it again, that how important it is from our side to strengthen our cooperation with the United States, but that doesn't mean that we want to be owned by United States, but as allies, how we can strengthen our cooperation, it's all our interest.
Yes, Kim.
Yeah, thank you very much. Of course, I would like to ask this question in Danish, but let me do it in English here
Yes.
because of our colleagues here. Do you see any compromise ahead of you? You said it a little bit. Could you elaborate a little on the possible compromise that there would be between the president's wish to acquire Greenland or have control of Greenland and the red lines that the Kingdom of Denmark has gotten right now? And if you also can tell us just a little bit about the approach that the Americans had to this meeting. What was their primary goal, as you see it? Was that to reach that end goal, or was it an open discussion of how do we solve the security situation in the Arctic?
Well, first of all, I don't think this is the proper place to elaborate on what could be a compromise. The whole idea and the reason why we asked for this meeting was to turn public debate in a very, black and white kind of setting into a discussion where there's room for nuances. And therefore, I'm pleased, even though we do not agree whether this is doable, while we at the same time should respect the kingdom's red lines, at least it is productive to start discussions at a high level. And then we have to see whether we will be successful or not. I would say, and that is probably in comparison to some of the public debate, that the meeting took place in a very constructive atmosphere, where we also had, as I said, the opportunity to at least challenge the narrative presented by the American president. And I think that is a necessity if we want to have a proper debate. It was basically about security. I mean, and as I said, even though there's not an instant threat from China and Russia, at least not a threat we can't accommodate. For instance, Chinese investments, we have avoided that due to close cooperation between Greenland and Denmark. When you saw, like 10 years ago, the Belt and Road Initiative and the idea of Chinese investments in infrastructure in Greenland, we avoided that. So there's no, Chinese presence in Greenland. But there's a concern. Will that be the case in like a 10 or 20 years from now? It will not, because our Greenlandic friends have introduced investment screening schemes, etc. And Denmark, is by all means on the right side of history. And therefore, we will also continue to do what we already have done. We have been stepping up. We have allocated almost $15 billion within just the last couple of years to capabilities in the high north. We have been pushing among the Arctic NATO states for a bigger NATO engagement. Honestly speaking, and now I can only point fingers at the former American administration, US has historically been a bit reluctant. Hopefully that will change now. There's a dialogue within the NATO framework, and we want to step up. And hopefully that could also accommodate some of the president's concern. But it's not that I'm now, saying everything is solved. It's not solved. We didn't manage, but I honestly speaking, I didn't believe that was doable. We didn't manage to change the American position. It's clear that the president has this wish of conquering over Greenland. We made it very, very clear that this is not in the interest of the kingdom. There's a government in Greenland with support from 3/4 of the Greenlandic population. The premier made it very, very clear yesterday that Greenland, for the time being and for foreseeable future, will remain within the kingdom of Denmark. And therefore, this is a common position that we want to work with our American friends and allies, but it must be a respectful cooperation and it must respect the red lines. Should we take a very final question and then, yeah, come on. There's a fight going on now about, okay, yes. We can do that afterwards, yeah.
So you say you have had a constructive meeting. You said in Greenlandic, I could hear the translation, it was a good meeting. But how do you feel about going out of that room without the threat being off the table? So we still have the American administration that wants to have Greenland being part of the United States. And you say, Lars Rasmussen, that, well, we hope that we can find a way. But how do you actually feel? It can't be very sort of securing, is it?
Vivian?
I think that it's never been so important to initiate that we are allies, we are friends, we have been cooperated in many years, we have history together, so it's all our interest to find the right balances. So I don't think I can say it longer than that. Of course, we have work to do in the future, and for us the most important is that you find the normalized relationship we used to have, and it's very important. And I think that we have initiated so many times where we stand and our geopolitical and location and everything that is very important, and we do it as an ally, and we do it. Of course, it's also our interest that Greenland's positions and how we do it, that you do it on behalf of the allies. And yes.
Yeah, that will be the final question. That will be the final question.
Can I just ask you about the emotion of this moment? What did the administration, what did Trump's team say to you when you presumably told them that you can't just take over a people, you can't just take over and acquire a nation? Was there any discussion about, did they appreciate that perspective, or for them is this simply about security?
I think that what we have been saying, that the meeting is been on a respect way, and we have shown where our limits are, and from there I think that it will be very good to look forward, and this high level group that is going to work together. As I'm already saying, that it's all our interest to find the right path. It's all according to the security in Northern Hemisphere. So I don't want to say more than what we discussed in the closed meeting room, but I would like to have this. How do you say it in English? Hope for a more mutual understanding and trying to find the right balances is equally from all countries.
It is, of course, very emotional for all of us, and of course, particularly for people living up in Greenland, but also for people in Denmark. We have 17,000 Greenlandic people living in Denmark. It sums up to like 1/3 of the Greenlandic population. We have a lot of Danes living in Greenland, more than 1 out of 10, which just emphasize that Denmark and Greenland are, integrated, and it has been that for centuries. And we look at ourselves as U.S. closest allies. I've had this discussion with the president previously. In Afghanistan we had exactly as many casualties as US, and I know very well that the future is not necessarily about the past, but I think it is important also to have the past in mind, and we are eager to fulfill our promises, and even though our view on the situation right now around Greenland differs from public statements in US, we share the concerns in a long-time perspective. And we want to work closely with US, but it must, of course, be a respectful kind of cooperation. And we both took the opportunity, of course, also to express that it is not easy to think innovative about solutions when you wake up every morning to different threats. Whether that will have an impact, I can't say for sure, but I can only say that it is in everybody's interest, even though we disagree, that we agree to try to explore whether it is doable to accommodate some of the concerns while at the same time respecting the integrity of the Danish kingdom's territory and the self-determination of the Greenlandic people. Thank you.
How concerned are you that Trump will try to take Greenland by force?
Jeg lover, jeg kommer ud.